Welcome to the Calcutta Races Season 2021 Christmas meeting, first day Tuesday, 1st December 2020 race preview. We come to the first race of the afternoon, the Wilbur Valley Handicap, a Class 4 affair over 1600 meters. The first runner we are looking at is number 1 Ghost, who has had a recent success in the opening day in race number 7 over 1200 meters, where Ghost was languishing towards the end of the field in the 7th spot as the horses entered the home straight. However, came with a late flourish and towards the inside, weaved a passage and won that race in a very impressive fashion, beating Mystic Wonder. Next up, we are looking at number 2 Popcorn in race number 140, where Popcorn was lying 4th as the horses entered the home straight. Then Popcorn made some progress and challenged for the lead for a while, however had to settle for 3rd spot behind Artist Royale, about 2.5 lengths from the winner. Next up, we are looking at number 3 Romantic Zeal. Romantic Zeal is a winner in its last start in race number 153, the one we are looking at over here. Romantic Zeal was a breakaway leader as they entered the home straight, was leading the field by more than 5 lengths, and it looked like it will get caught. However, it kicked away from the field and won that race, going away by about 4 lengths, beating El Mulano. Lastly, we're looking at number 4 Sea Sky, and Sea Sky is Setchville out of Shining Force. 3 runs so far in its last start in race number 155, where Sea Sky was lying in 6 spots as they entered the home straight, then made some progress and towards the inside and finished on 4th, about 4 lengths from the winner, which is Namiki. We move on to the second race of the afternoon, the Kariba Handicap, a Class 3 affair over 1600 meters. And the first runner we are looking at is number 1 Rakshaki. Rakshaki was a winner in its last start in the winter season over 2000 meters, then stepped on in distance over 1400 meters in its last start, was languishing in 11th spot as they took the turn, then didn't make any impression at all and finished on 11th of 11 runners behind Silver Bracelet. Next up, we're looking at number 2, Aftershock. Aftershock was running in 6th spot in race number 133, where it made some progress, then finished on 5th of 9 runners. And the winner here was Lady of Luxury, who came with a late flourish and won that race in the dying stages of the race. Next up, we're looking at number 3, Kimaya. Kimaya was a winner in its earlier start in the winter season in race number 137 over 1400 meters, and then in its last start, the one we are looking at here in race number 157, stepped up in distance over 1600 meters, went on a start to finish mission and held on very easily by about 2.25 lengths, beating Supernormal. Next, we're looking at number 4, Apna Time Aayega. Apna Time Aayega has been on the place money for a couple of times, and in its last start, Apna Time Aayega was in its last spot as they took the turn 5 of 5. They made some progress and came up with a run and finished on 4th behind Midnight Phantom. Fell short by about 2.5 lengths. Next up, we're looking at number 5, Supreme Legacy, winner on debut over in last season in race number 136, where Supreme Legacy was lying in 2nd spot, then burst through the field and won that race by 4.5 lengths, beating Pinatubu. Next, we are looking at number 6, Mr. Gucci, and ex-name Oroxa. In its last start, Mr. Gucci was lying in 2nd spot as they entered the home straight and then looked good for a while. Then it faded and finished on 3rd of 11 runners. The winner here was Aggression, who won that race in a canter. We move on to the third race of the afternoon, the Arabian Rose Handicap, a Class 4 affair over 1100 meters. We are looking at a couple of runners here in race number 3 in the opening day. And that's Chivet, who was racing in 13th spot as they entered the home straight. Made one position, finished on 12th of 14 runners. And then we had ASOS. ASOS was running in a forward position However, when the race came to a boil, a racehorse made a rapid backward progress and finished on 8th of 14 runners. The winner was Violin, who was very impressive over here. Next, we are looking at Iconia. Iconia has had quite a few place efforts in its last start. Iconia was racing in 5th spot as they entered the home straight, and then Iconia tried to weave through a passage down the center and came up with a run, and then finished on 3rd of 11 runners behind Sharavati. Next up, we're looking at Demonstrate. Demonstrate notably was a winner in its last start in the monsoon season, then had a lackluster winter season where its best effort was its first start in race number 43, where it finished on 4th. Over here in race number 52, the one we are looking at, over here it was racing in 3rd spot, made some progress and then finished 8th of 10 runners. The winner here was Bang Bang. Number 5 is Guitar Girl. Guitar Girl was winner in its last start, the one we are previewing here in race number 131, where Guitar Girl was racing in 5th spot as they entered the home straight and then made late progress. There was a blanket finish and Guitar Girl came out on top, beating Denaria by about half a length. Next, we are looking at San Remo. San Remo in its last start was racing in 2nd spot, and in fact, for a while it was looking pretty good, almost a winner. However, there was a late flourish by Summer Hair, who came from nowhere and beat San Remo on the post, and San Remo had to settle for 2nd spot. Next, we're looking at number 7, Berluti on debut on opening day, the opening race. Berluti was a breakaway leader. Into the last 200 meters, it was very hard to imagine that any horse would come and beat it. However, Berluti almost came to a grind, and there was a late flourish by Astral Star as well as, then Berluti had to settle for 3rd spot and close home. Next, we're looking at number 8, Krisha's Choice. Krisha's Choice has had 4 runs in its last start in race number 149. Krisha's Choice was racing in 3rd spot, made some progress in down the center and came up to 2nd spot. The winner here was ASOS, beating Krisha's Choice by about 2.5 lengths. We move on to the 4th race of the afternoon, the Deepwater Blues Handicap, a Class 3 affair, over 1200 meters. The first runner we're looking at is number 1, Double Nine. Double Nine on the opening day was racing in 5th spot in the hands of same jockey who's riding him today, and didn't make any progress, actually dropped back, finished 7th of 8 runners. The winner here was Castle Bridge, who won that in a duel with, and settling in 7th spot there was Double Nine. Next up, we're looking at number 2, Fantasia. Fantasia was racing in 10th spot as the horses entered the home straight, and then Fantasia made some progress, finished on 7th of 11 runners. And in its earliest start in the previous winter season, Fantasia had a couple of place efforts. Next, we have 3 runners. We are looking at number 3, Dilmange More. Dilmange was had placed 3rd in its last start, was winner in its first start in race number 9 over 1200 meters. And then we had number 8, which is Glorious Leaps, who finished on 5th after racing in the tail end of the field as they entered the home straight and made late progress, finished on 5th. And we also have number 11, Astoria. Astoria was racing in 5th spot, dropped back, finished on 8th of 8 runners. The winner here was Artful. Next, we are looking at 2 runners here. Number 4, Sheer Force. Sheer Force were placed 8 of 8 runners in this race. However, Sheer Force ran a much better race earlier in the season in race number 20 over 1400 meters, where it finished on 2nd. We also had number 5, Lumos. In this race, Lumos in race number 148 was racing in 6th spot as they entered the home straight and ran in the emergency colors. As you can see, Lumos came with a late flourish and absolutely blew the field away. beating Moskova by about 2.25 lengths. Next, we're looking at number 7, Hukumat. Hukumat is win legend out of Epic, and Hukumat actually picked up a couple of races earlier in the season in race number 10, where it won that race by about a length. Then in its next start, it again won. In the next subsequent 2 starts, Hukumat was tried in the race, but it was reported that it had burst his blood vessels, and Hukumat had to settle for 9th spot behind Communique. Next up, we have number 10, Philadelphia. Philadelphia in the opening day in race number 5, Philadelphia was racing in 7th spot and didn't make any impression. Finished on 7th, and the winner here was Phoenicia's Mist. And Philadelphia in its last start in the season finished on 4th in its earlier race, and it also finished on 3rd in race number 129 in the previous season over 1200 meters. Next, we are looking at number 12, Across the Sea. Across the Sea was racing in 4th spot in a small field of 5. And then when the horses came into the home straight, for a while Across the Sea was looking good. Then fell back and finished on 4th again, beating one home. And the winner here was Valoris Thal, who came up on the wide outside, won that race in a close finish by about a long neck. We move on to the 5th race of the afternoon, the Silver Beauty Handicap, a Class 2 affair over 1400 meters. The first runner we are looking at is Jayavant, who had placed in its earlier start in the 2000 guineas. It finished on 2nd. In its next start, it again went over a longer distance and finished on 7th. Then its next start, it won the race over 2400 meters. In its last start, the one we are looking at here, Senleja, it was leading the way as they entered the home straight, but fell short, losing to Shivalik's side. In the same race, we had number 5, Inca, who finished on 3rd after lying 4th for most of the race, and Inca is by air support out of Systematic. Number 3 is Izzy. Izzy was the winner of the Calcutta 1000 guineas, where Izzy beat Abira, and in its next start in the Oaks, it finished on 5th. In its next start, the one we are looking at over here in race number 99, Izzy was travelling in 5th spot and made a nice forward move and took charge, won that race by about length and a 3/4, beating Long Range. Next up, we are looking at number 4, Exception, Western Aristocrat out of Edisia. In its last start, Exception was racing in 7th spot, then fell back and finished on 8th of 10 runners. But Exception had won its previous start over 1600 meters in race number 92, where Exception was really exceptional and beating Wave Rider. Next, we are looking at number 6, Gold Bond. In its last start, Gold Bond was in 3rd spot as they entered the home straight. In the last 200 meters, Gold Bond was looking good for a while. And then when the challenge from Valeria came, Gold Bond had to settle for 3rd spot, almost 2 lengths from the winner. In its earlier start, Gold Bond had gone over 2000 meters and finished on 2nd to Rakshaki. Next up, we're looking at number 7, Rosina. Speaking of which, out of Roses in Bloom, Rosina was 3rd in the 1000 guineas over 1600 meters in its next start in the Oaks over 1400 meters. And Rosina was in leading spot as they took the turn, and Rosina absolutely blew the field away, beating them by about 2.5 lengths, beating the eventual Senleja winner Shivalik Skies. We move on to the 6th race of the afternoon, which is the Hong Kong Jockey Club Trophy, the feature race of the afternoon, a Class 1 affair over 1200 meters. The first runner we are looking at is Amorous White, the ever consistent Amorous White, who has been on place couple of times, has been just off the boat couple of times. In his last start was racing in 2nd spot, challenged by Lesriel, had to settle for 2nd spot, and Lesriel, who was racing in 3rd spot, came up with a late bid, won that race by about length and a quarter. In the same race, we had number 7, Eastern Star, who was racing in 8th spot and finished on 6th of 11 runners. Next, we're looking at number 3, Sweet Music. Sweet Music was racing in 4th spot in the race number 158, the one we are looking at. And Sweet Music did not make any progress, finished on 4th of 8 runners. The winner here was Shivans, who drifted out, but Suraj Naredo rode out the drift and he won that race, being almost on the outer rails. Next, we have a couple of runners. We are looking at number 4, Capricious. Capricious was a winner in its earlier start in the beginning of the season in race number 25 over 1200 meters. In this race, Capricious was a no-show, finished on 11th of 14 runners. And we also have a number 5, Perpetual Winning. Perpetual Winning was a winner in its earlier start and in race number 78. Since then, has had a placed effort, which the one we are looking at in race number 144, where it finished 3rd behind New Moon. Castle Bridge, after being winless for almost 2 years, Castle Bridge had a win up in its last start. Castle Bridge looked to be laboring for a while. Towards the end, it got into a battle with Sullivan, and in a ding-dong battle which lasted for almost 75 meters, Castle Bridge came out on top. And let's see and let's wait and watch to see if Castle Bridge makes the natural progression and continues winning. Number 8 is Brahmachari. In race number 106, Brahmachari caused a shock upset here. And Brahmachari was lying in 7th spot as they took the turn. And Brahmachari weaved a passage through the field. And towards the last 50 meters, Brahmachari came up with a run and took charge. Won that race by about 2.5 lengths, beating New Moon. And we move on to the 7th and last race of the day, the Fly Like the Wind handicap for horses which were stationed in Kolkata since 31st of March 2020 and to be ridden by jockeys of Indian nationality. The first runner we are looking at Ashwamegh. Ashwamegh was a little tardy to begin with, then raced in the wrong end of the field for most part and came up with a run towards the last 400 meters, then fell back again and finished 7th of 7 runners. The winner here was Ghost. Next, we are looking at number 2, Bimuse. In its last start, Bimuse was racing in last spot as they took the turn, made some progress and finished on 5th of 7 runners. The winner here was Court Jester, who won that race in a very impressive fashion, beating the second horse by almost 6 lengths. Next, we are looking at number 5, Om Shanti. Om Shanti was racing in 5th spot as they took the turn. Then Om Shanti made some progress and towards the inside. And then it couldn't accelerate when asked for an effort. It stayed on in 4th spot. The winner here was Zoya, who came up with a late bid towards the outside and won that in a photo finish. Next, we have 2 runners. We are looking at number 6, Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch in its last start was racing in 4th spot and finished on 4th of 14 runners. And in the same race, we had number 8, which is Incognito, who was racing in 7th spot, did not make any impression, finished on 7th. The winner here was ASOS. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and see you on YouTube and Facebook Live.